And welcome to the Hot Seat of College Football Show. I am Trent, your host, as today we're going to react to some of the highlights from the Ohio State spring game, and then after talk about some of the things we took away, who played, who didn't play, and everything like that. But before we get into that, please hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 300. If you want to help us get there, that would be amazing. Also, hit the like button before you leave if you enjoyed today's show. Also, quick announcement, we are doing the college football debate-off, where one fan from every college football fan base will be able to debate another fan from a different fan base in a tournament-style bracket on different debating topics. Each game will be a separate video, and the winner goes to the championship game, and whoever wins that will win $100 or maybe a little bit more in prize money. So if you were interested in repping your fan base in that to win a little bit of prize money and to be in the video, let me know down in the comments. But today I wanted to go and talk about the spring game. I was not able to go to this game. The night before, I was at the Columbus Aviators game as we got our first win. I'll make a separate video about that. And then I was at a college orientation visit up in Athens because I'm going to OU. So that was super fun. So I want to hop over. It's 18 minutes. Don't know if we'll watch the whole thing. I did watch the full game. The second half got very kind of boring, so maybe we'll only watch like 10-ish minutes of it, but there was some incredible play. So let's hop over, as I wanted to react to it. There was they said around over 40,000 people at this game, which was a little bit more than last year's game. The reason why it looks like there's not is because there is less people on this end and in the student section. And then there are people up here when they're all crowded down here. But when I went in 24, there was 80,000 people. There were this whole bottom deck and half the upper deck was filled. And then spring games have kind of been killed. But I think that was just because of the anticipation of the national title that year. But let's react to some of the highlights.
Elite
as we saw a lot from Julian Sand and Tavion. Actually, let me move my...
in 2026. Scarlet against Gray from
to that linebacker position. Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles are gone. We now have to lean on Peyton Pierce.
That'll be
who
big
is a guy that
for
they
Patricia.
trust. We've seen him a lot last year. Cardinal Tate was explosive last year.
And this was the thing, the sleeves. They brought the sleeves back for the game. Who would have ever thought, if you had that on your bingo card, you should get an award, because this was like something out of the blue. And these are only practice jerseys. These are only practice jerseys. But are we getting our sleeves back? Who knows? This was kind of interesting.
With yards after catching explosive plays. But now you look at Kyle Parker drives.
Jeremiah Smith in motion, and they'll throw it to him. First catch for the best receiver in college football. Dancing outside.
I'll make this smaller.
Saying to pass once again. Going to the sideline, targeting Smith, and it's knocked away.
Guess who was guarding him?
Saying to pass once again. Going
Devin
to the sideline.
Sanchez locks up Jeremiah all the time. All the time. I don't know. It's like all the time. Jeremiah is getting locked up by Devin Sanchez.
Won Texas in week 2. Third down.
And yeah, you can see that tackle.
Over the middle.
That was a nice catch. That was Devin McEwen. The tackle play is struggling without Austin and Phillips. Man, Jacoby Jackson looks good.
Jacoby Jackson
from Florida, the transfer.
His season is making sure his body's ready.
Fake it to Jackson.
Fake.
Damn, man.
Nate Roberts. He showed up big today. Sayin holds on to the ball a lot. That's what's struggling at Miami and Indiana game.
Third down again. Sayin on target to Jeremiah Smith.
And they blow it dead, but man, that's a touchdown. I don't go back. That reminded me of that Oregon game. If you remember Jeremiah's freshman year, the Marshall and the Western Michigan game, where he had those little hitch routes he would take to the crib, that's what it reminded me. It also kind of reminded me of the Washington game where Jeremiah had that touchdown right before halftime. But yeah, they blew it dead. Jeremiah, look how fat.
Saying on target to Jeremiah.
He just runs so. I mean, he looks like Julio when he runs. Looks like Julio.
To ever come through here. Saying through the air.
Holds on the ball this time. A long time.
Scampers down the sideline. 2 injured. That could play a factor. From under center. Jackson.
Nice
Carey.
cut.
Dodging.
I don't know why they blew it. I mean, he tried to tackle him. I guess it's thud, but
I didn't think shingles would make me miss days of work.
God, dude, I don't have shingles. Today. I don't have ED. I don't have any of this. I don't have a dog. Where are targeted ads when you need them?
How old?
Where are targeted ads when you need them? Because, like, give me, like, football ads. Give me, I don't know, Gatorade ads or something. Stop giving me, like, shingles ads. 2nd and 6 in the red zone.
Same. Throwing. End zone.
And that, who was that? Kyle Parker. That's like the only, I think that's the only time I saw him all day.
Of Ohio and
oh my God, JSN.
You know, every fan is locked in on the stadium, scoreboard, video board.
He knows anything he needs. You know, he can always call me, you know, text. We definitely get together, talk some ball. Just super proud of him. And
yeah, running game was not great, but the offensive line has been so injured.
And, you know, that's something I carry with
so okay, this pisses me off because all day coming, holds on the ball so long.
The first round of the NFL draft, ringing the bell and everything else you've accomplished this season. Thank you so much. Do you need an umbrella? Do you guys have one?
All day. I mean,
JSN needs one. We need an umbrella down here.
All day.
We're fine down here. You guys are warriors.
I think this might be the play. I think this is the play.
Fourth and goal here.
Yep. Okay, so he rolls out. Saying, running. Wrong one. That's for Jeremiah Smith. Damn, Jeremiah didn't score. Dude, has Jeremiah ever scored in the spring game? I don't think Jeremiah has scored in the spring game all in his 3 years. I don't remember him scoring in his freshman year. He didn't score in his sophomore year. And he didn't score in this one. I'm so excited.
Just talked to JSN.
He did miss one. It was really bad weather, but he made one.
He made one 53 yards. He's actually
Tavion looks so good. Tavion, that's Brock Boyd. He struggled. He really struggled
on the football field and be more consistent.
But he didn't have great throws. He had good fade throwing.
Boyd, the freshman, Favor Aki.
Favor Aki, not Aki. Favor Aki. They say it wrong like the entire game.
Obviously, he's going up against Justin Martin, the transfer from
Who's 7 for Ohio State on the receiver? Oh my, yeah, this is the play. Chris Henry Jr. So this is, okay, this play, Day has done like 5 or 10 times. It's the play where they sprint out, come back, throw crossbody. If you remember, Will Howard did it to Jeremiah in the Rose Bowl on Jeremiah's 2nd touchdown. They did it in the Michigan game. Remember the Carnell Tate touchdown? And then they did it in the Indiana game and he got sacked. They do it again. Play fake, sprint out. If they're gonna sprint right, they have to sell like they're doing this. When they need this, they need Brock Boyd. I guess you got him coming in the flat. You need to sell like you're coming this way.
Everybody thinks
he doesn't really sell it well, but crossbody, great throw over the safety. And man, Chris Henry Jr. looked so good today.
Henry, prime candidate.
Brandon Ennis did nothing. He's a senior. They didn't put him in much. But he did nothing all game. I don't think he had one catch.
I realize how much bigger he is, and it made sense.
And he's, oh man, Tavion, he's not Justin Fields level runner, but he's like Wish.com, Wish.com team version of Justin Fields.
St. Clair. 2nd string quarterback for Ohio State.
I forgot what happened to him.
Stands in the pocket, pressure comes,
so people are going to want Tavion in, but like Julian wouldn't take that sack, he would throw it away. Tavion would take that sack, and it would ruin 5-6 drives a year, and one of those or half of those would be in big games, and that's how you lose in the playoffs. So that's kind of why we lost Indiana and Miami last year. I don't think Julian, I don't remember one time when there was pressure in Julian's face and he threw it away. He never throws the ball away. That was something that I was complaining a lot from Julian last year. But that's Tavion's, like, he has great throws, and maybe he's more talented than San. San's the most accurate passer I think I've ever seen in my life at Ohio State. But Stroud had a better arm, but San's way more accurate than Stroud. Stroud has had amazing arm talent.
From Alabama.
That was John Walker. Good play by John Walker. This one from 53, and it is good. Just you gotta do it in an actual game where it actually counts, not the spring game.
Find schemes and put guys in different
Connor Hawkins replacing the worst Ohio State player in history. Man, Nate Roberts, Caden Fielding was the worst player in Ohio State history.
It's a great Matt Patricia.
Well, this is, if the tight ends are gonna play like this, So if the tight ends are going to play like this is what I'm excited about Arthur Smith. Look at this. You have the center. You have 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back. This is 12 personnel. Or no. This is 21 personnel. And, I mean, if the tight ends are going to make catches like this, then what happened with Brian Hartline last year might actually work this year. It seems like Day really likes this kind of tight end set. Good pocket. I mean, that's a throw Tavion's not doing.
Strike.
Threading it on a bullet, on a dime, on a rope.
How are you preparing for that?
Oh, it's my boy Sonny Styles.
I'm super excited. I really don't have any range in my mind.
Yeah, Kyle Parker, I don't think he's it. I don't know. I don't know about Kyle Parker right now. Maybe we'll see on special teams. He's fast. So yeah, Sand's got to dump down there, play fake. Or no, he pump fake, sorry.
Super excited for my guy, Peyton Pierce.
Obviously, he would actually slide there.
And now he's considered one of the best linebacker prospects in the draft. It just shows how committed.
I forgot about that.
Tips and overthrow.
So this is something that we've seen all the time last year. Remember the Penn State game with the batted ball that Jeremiah caught? If you remember, I was at the game when we played OU. I was actually on campus today for them. But when they came to the shoe last year, Sand had a sack that was picked, and then he had a tipped ball that was picked. So, he's shorter. He gets these balls batted down all the time. And on this play specifically, saying, like, the guy that batted the ball down, here, let me see if I can see it. When he threw that ball, his arms right here are already up. His arms are already up, and that's why I got batted down. Bad ball, and then Bo Atkinson intercepted it. So defensive line looked good. That's something that's been concerning. But if the defensive line looks good, offensive line is not it. And that's kind of the thing that we always say is like, usually in the spring game, the defense should be ahead of the offense. So if the offense does really good, the defense means it's bad. Well, the offense was ahead of the defense in the spring game last year, and that was the best defense in the country by a billion miles. So now that like the defense is actually ahead of the offense, now I'm kind of concerned for the offense. Only putting up what 20 points? They said 26. It was 20 points.
Aki with a little shift.
Favorite key looked good.
Ahead.
When you get to that second level, he's quick, and that's what I'm excited for when he's in that sophomore and junior year. Like that. But he gets stuffed. He can't make a man miss like Tavion and Quinshawn did.
Goal for the Scarlet team, the offense.
Look, for as decimated as the running game was with all the players out, they ran the ball a ton. I was like, man, I'm watching a spring game and they're playing trestle ball.
Make it to Aki.
And he did it again. St. Clair to Henry.
Touchdown.
Out of in the fall, right?
That was what a nice play. Well, I mean, that's what I'm excited for.
Down the field. Look at that arm strength right there. Nice fade route.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, who just built an app?
Impossible. All the separation that
Chris Henry Jr. 2 tutties in this game. I think he's out in the second half.
And Hawkins has the extra point. Caden Curry.
See, the offense was up 17-5, and then in the second half they were down 35-17. They had 30 points. Patricia locked up the offense in the second half, or the third, and fourth quarter.
He was really good for Ryan Day.
And once he took the starters out, the freshmen, Patricia kind of had the freshmen locked up as that was caught by, who is that, McEwen? Maybe McEwen's legit. They talk about like Ennis being the second receiver, which is maybe like as a leader, but he's going to play slot. He's going to play that third receiver. Between Henry and McEwen, it looks like Henry is really good as that. I mean, that's again like, that's a pick six when you're playing starters in the game. That's why St. Clair can't be the starting quarterback as much as people want him to be.
And finds Henry again.
Chris Henry did really good this game.
3 times now. Play yourself
as I don't think there was any receiver. I mean, Brandon Guilford was in. He played really bad.
St. Clair looking deep again.
Oh, is this caught? Talking about, I mean, that was sort of a touchdown, and Jaquan Guilford dropped it. Jaquan Guilford kind of reminded me of kind of like how Mylan Graham looked last year's spring game. Mylan Graham had a really good play in the spring game, but just kind of inconsistent. But I mean, he's a freshman. He's literally a freshman. Yeah, I'm excited. Chris Jr. took forever to lose his black stripe. Again,
pitch.
Grading Guilford on that.
Progress.
Brock Boyd lost it way before Henry. Maybe that's because he's a 3-star. He's really, like, when you're good as a 3-star, when you're good as like a 3-star and you kind of blow up, like how Brock Boyd did, that's how you lose your black stripe when Chris Henry's a 5-star. So maybe it's harder to lose it because you're already supposed to be. You have to really exceed yourself to lose that black stripe.
Make that push in fall camp. You know, one
This
have
one
these guys involved.
saying, man, Kenyatta's fast. I think Kenyatta, the tackles were out this game. I think Kenyatta's going to be really, really good. So I don't think much really happened in the second half.
Contact on the back, throwing and into fall camp, but Chris Henry
I think
makes
St. Clair. Henry dropped a few balls, just, slick turf.
To drop a pass.
So yeah, he's got to work on that, especially Texas week 2. I'm going to be going to Ball State game, I think.
St. Clair going deep.
Again, Creighton Guilford. Who is that?
On the coverage there.
Who is that?
Stop against
number
Arthur
8.
Smith's.
Obviously, he's got that veteran experience.
Who's number 8?
Just in case of Tavion St. Clair isn't ready for the season.
Is that JT Barrett? They brought JT Barrett back? No, that's Justin Martin from Maryland.
At Penn State, where he played.
He did not really do much. Man, he didn't.
His story is kind of similar to a Will.
I don't know. If there's some injuries and he has to come in, I'm worried. I'm really worried. We'll probably see him a little bit in the Ball State game.
Long throw to the sideline and complete.
Okay, I think he maybe had one catch this game.
Hunter Welsing, the transfer from
Hunter Welsing, did not see much of Hunter Welsing or Mason. I think Mason was out.
Give it off this time.
We also did not see Earl Little in this game. I think he barely saw anything with Terry Moore. I don't know. Where does Terry Moore wearing number 4?
Last couple of games last year. Looking back shoulder, there's the flag.
He should have broken away, that he got caught from behind. So I'm hoping he takes that next step to be able to complete.
That was a good throw, but I couldn't bring that.
So let's Smith, you get Brandon Ennis.
So that's a nice run.
It's one of those ones, but still.
So like, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know how much actually happened in the rest of this game.
Once a shot.
Yeah, Guilford struggling. That should have been a flag. Like Jay Guilford, he runs. He's the white boy run, and he kind of launches on the field. That was Brock Boyd. They say it's incomplete. If you do a little bit farther, oh my God. Yes.
So he was wide open on the run play, but he was still upset. I guess it must have been one.
So you hit from 53. Can't hit from 43. Bring back Jaden Fielding and Noah Ruggles. Bring him back.
Snap away.
Bring him back.
Coming into the game. Pressure, dump it off. Jacoby Jackson, transfer from
So I don't know what to really expect from Jacoby Jackson. I think he's good. I don't know. He's probably going to be that third stringer.
Jackson.
He'll be better than C.J. Donaldson. I mean, I'll guarantee he'll be better than James Peoples. So that's definitely an upgrade. You're upgrading at first, second, and third string running back this year. Because Bo, Isaiah are getting older. You're losing balance and bringing in Jacoby Jackson, who I think is better.
Pressure and sinking.
If that's what he had, trust me, I know what that feels like because I had 2 of them.
4th and 1. Who's St. Clair?
Not fun.
Rolls out.
St. Clair flushed out of the pocket.
John Walker almost got him.
Goes ahead.
And he's short.
If you're going to
getting tracked down by defensive tackles. Not great. Brock Boyd. I got to learn all these guys' names. Like, who's 21? Who's 21?
In particular.
Cam County going to kick plays. I don't know about Dominic Kelly.
And doing a great job of being able to turn their hips.
That's exactly what.
This is ridiculous. This is an 18-minute video. I've had 1,000 damn ads.
Feels pressure from Wilder, and that is a sack.
Kalari Wilder. Oh, let's see that again. So he's wearing 34 coming off the edge.
On third down,
I think that was
Martin
Ian Moore.
feels pressure
No,
from Wilder, and that is a sack.
Kalari Wilder is a flag, but that was good. Good play from the freshman.
And
he's 5-star.
Last year, what are you looking to
and I think this. This was the play of the day, and it happened by the receiver. If you could tell me, if one of the wide receivers had like the play of the day, who would I not want it to be? It's David Adolph, because do not let this dude play. I'm so tired of David Adolph playing over Quincy Port and Milan Graham last year. But David Adolph in the senior year, white boy number 82, walk on.
Water for recruits.
This was such an oh my God! I thought it was a tight end. He wears 82.
I just actually passed a
what a
huge
play
bag of water
by St. Clair! Another great throw and what a catch.
What do you think?
Oh my God, David Adolph. You gotta,
Thank you so much.
you gotta pronounce it Adolph. Adolph's not a. I think Adolph's maybe.
Slugging it down there.
Adolph's a little bit iffy.
To fall harder.
I don't even think they score here. They didn't let him kick a field goal. I don't know what happened.
From St. Clair. Sets up again. Has another completed pass.
We saw more of Chris Henry than McEwen, so I think Chris Henry is practicing with the ones a lot more.
Slant and
What
over
do
the top.
you got McEwen open underneath.
Derrick Henry.
Well, you know,
Oh, maybe they did go for it.
I feel like Ohio State needs to.
Oh, they did. That's why I wasn't paying attention.
Specialize in the run game, tight end too.
Luke Fahey. So there's not much that happens, but at the end of the game, there was a huge
They're down
play.
here, St. Clair. Flush left.
This is a good
Looking
run.
downfield, plenty of space to run.
So that's something
And
that
the soft
Sayan does not do.
Wide receivers.
So
And
maybe
it's gonna
we
be
see
just
some
so much
packages with
space
St.
for
Clair.
him to be able to pick up yards.
He's got to throw that away.
To go out there.
Knows how to go.
Look out.
Brandon in his before, and he was saying about how quickly.
41, and he got it. Wish it was up the middle. I mean, it's bad weather. If you're on the middle of the field, you got to kick that straight. 41.
Carson Hinton, first team All-American.
But I mean, fielding on this 25-yard field goal in the dome. So I was there. I saw it in person. So I want to see this play because Luke Fahey
is caught.
So
had an awesome run. As a display,
they're having another year. They're going to have that chemistry.
it is. Yep. Luke Fahey, the freshman, just a little bit faster. Oh my! They cut it off. What are we doing?
Have that chemistry. They're going to go through
Luke.
They're all back. They're having another year. They're going to have that chemistry. They're going to go through camp all as one unit.
Luke Fahey.
Right there.
Fahey might go.
And then they gave Ohio State 6
Fahey looking end zone. Had a step.
Didn't kill for
A little
again.
bit underthrown. Line drive shot as well.
So they gave Ohio State 6 points. Or sorry, they gave the star of the offense 6 points.
For Rocky.
Don't get why.
Pull down. Fahey's going to run it.
So they gave him one more play.
Fahey looking right, going short, incomplete. Dodging.
20 points.
And whistled down inside of the 50.
I don't. 21, 22, 23, 24,
Fahey looking
25.
right, going short, incomplete.
And the defense
They got a point every second.
for the G there. I like to see
Okay,
the defense.
don't know why they were getting points every second. But anyway, that was the spring game. It was 35 to 26, I guess 35 to 20. If you remember 2 years ago, it was at the last play of the game, Aaron Nolan, who's now at South Carolina, threw the pick 6. And it was called dead, but they let even though he wasn't touched, they got the points for the interception, but they gave him 3 points. But then it was actually it was a pick 6, which tied the game, which would have meant the defense won. So it was kind of like a tie, and it's kind of like whoever you believed won. And then last year the offense won like 50 to 31. So the defense you have the tie, the offense won, and now the defense won. So you got your get back. We're all tied up. You got a lot of guys. I mean, Riley Pettijohn didn't play, but Austin Sareveld, Phillip Daniels, Bo Jackson, Isaiah West, Earl Little. I mean, I'm trying to think who else. There was some other players that didn't play, but it was cool. It was cool seeing the Buckeyes in the shoe again. The spring game, it's kind of boring. Like Bama's spring game was much more entertaining, at least the highlights. The spring game, the first quarter, honestly, I could have watched the first quarter, maybe part of the second quarter, and then stop, and I wouldn't be missing much. The second half was pretty boring, but it was cool to see the Buckeyes in the shoe again. But that's all I have for you guys for this reaction. Let me know what you thought of the spring game, and how are you thinking about Ohio State heading into this up-and-coming season. Also, let me know down in the comments if you're interested for the hot seat debate off. I'll have an individual video talking about all the details specifically. But again, that's all I have for you guys today or right now. I'm going to have a Columbus Aviators reaction and a Michigan spring game breakdown coming down later today. But again, that's all I have for you guys right now. I'll see you guys all later. And as always, thank you.